guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. There might be a little bit of background noise just because I have the fan going, garage doors open for some ventilation because it is hot in here and stuffy. You guys know I work out of my garage. This is my workspace. Well, I'm here. Let's do it. I'm looking like a hot mess express and I'm already waiting for Friday. But we're going to get into the video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys several different types of DIY farmhouse bead garlands. So the beads that I'm going to be making are going to be different styles, and I'm going to try to use different types of twine and yarn and all that stuff to make the little tassels. But for the most part, this DIY video is going to be Dollar Tree, and I actually have a little bonus from Goodwill. So with that said, I would love to know which one is your favorite garland tassel in the comments down below. So if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I would love it if you became part of the DIY family by subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I love to chit chat, you guys. I wish I could just sit here and chit chat away, but I know you guys want to get to the DIY, so let's get on to them. Alright, so if you want the real wooden look, I would highly recommend buying some wooden beads. These are the ones that I have been using on my DIYs, and they are linked down below, and they're through Amazon. For these DIYs though, I'm going to be using this little bundle of mini pomegranates from Dollar Tree. I also have these metallic pony beads. They are from the Crafter's Square collection at Dollar Tree, or from Dollar Tree as well. I also have some of these colorful beads, also from Dollar Tree. Have I mentioned it's from Dollar Tree? And then I have these pearls that are in 3 different sizes. I will also be using one of these, or actually 2 of these decoration packets. They're like wicker balls or whatever they are. And then also this glitter vase filler. They are new for fall. And also some party necklaces. These are like the what's the word? Mardi Gras necklaces. And you guys, this is my Goodwill bonus. So I found this beaded seat cushion. I don't know why it's a cushion if it's not really cushiony. I found this at Goodwill for $4. I really don't know how many beads it has in here or on it, but it did fill my vase. I really like the dark brown beads, and I found some similar that I will link down below, also in the description. So to begin my very first DIY, it is actually an older one. It's from an older video. So I am going to be taking these little mini pomegranates and then just taking them apart and then trimming any excess branches or bits or pieces or whatever it is on the actual pomegranate. Just going to try to make them as smooth as possible. And I will be painting them with some Lowe's paint in, I think this paint was Repost Gray, which is a really nice paint. And I like that it's really thick. It just gives it a more high-end look. So the only thing with these is that you can't really put the wire straight through the center because the top piece is kind of like plasticky. So it was kind of hard to get it through that end. But I did use some Dollar Tree wire, and I did actually use some wooden beads as well to go with it. And the garland that I made for this one was a hot mess. I'm just going to quickly show you how I made it, but I'll give more of an explanation on the second DIY because the very first time I made this garland, it was ridiculous. It was really hard for me to be able to get it simply because I couldn't put string into those faux beads. I had to use the wire. So you guys will see kind of how I make it. It's the same idea that I'm using for the other ones, but I'll give more of an explanation when I get to it.
Meant for each other, staring in her dark green eyes. I want to love her, scared if I should roll the dice and go with the flow. And I wonder if you ever think of me, and if you want to drink another coffee I find out in time. I meant to call
This one is literally so simple. We're not gonna paint, we're not gonna do anything. I am gonna be taking some thread though and doubling up on it. So I'm gonna take 2 very long pieces and I am gonna make sort of like a knot at the end of one of them. And the other end, I'm gonna thread it through my needle, but I'm not gonna pull it all the way through. So here's where I knot the very end, and I do that so that the beads don't come off, or the little pieces. These are styrofoam, so the needle should go in there really easily. You shouldn't have any problem with it. I didn't, but then again, you know, this is crafting, so something always goes wrong. Always. So I just did, I started with the smaller size, so the small, then the big, small, big, and then so on and so forth. You put on there as many as you want. I just made mine kind of short, just, you know, for the sake of the video. And once that's all done, I will be taking some of my, this isn't yarn that I'm going to be using. It's like thread, or I don't really know what it is. I've had it in my stockpile for a really long time, but it's really soft and shiny. I don't know if you guys can see that shine on there, and I thought it matched really nicely with the garland. So I'm doing the exact same thing that I did for the previous one as far as the garland goes, but as you guys can see, I doubled up on that thread so that at the end I can tie it to that garland. And then I just took my second piece and tied it like maybe a third of the way down, and it makes like that little bulb looking thing on the garland, and then just cut off the ends and fluff it up a little bit. It's super simple to make. I don't know why I had such an issue on the first one, but this is how this one looks. So cute. I love it.
There's a little bit of me inside of you, and I still wonder if you ever felt it too, but I can take the fall. So long, so hard, just to find the words to say. I tell myself I catch you on another day now.
Alright, so for this one, I'm not going to be using any thread or needle. I'm just going to take my Dollar Tree cotton twine, and the holes on these beads are big enough for it to go through. You just kind of have to make sure that it's like really pointy at the end. So these are the darker brown ones from, or the darker brown beads from that seat cushion, and I love this color. I love the shine, so I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm going to leave them as is. So at the end, this is going to be the top part. I just made a loop, and then with some Dollar Tree nautical rope, the white rope, I'm going to make the tassel, and I think it's super cute, super self-explanatory, so I'm just going to let you guys watch.
Wish that I could stay, wish for this moment to never go away, but it's all in my mind, and though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the mist.
So if you guys really want a fluffy tassel, I would suggest you guys get a comb and just comb the heck out of it and fluff it up as much as you can. I really like using this method. I think it works really great, and it just, I feel like it gives it a really nice look and, you know, just nice and cleaned up.
You roaming the streets all alone, and all you can see, thinking about what your life came to be. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night.
Alright, so this one, we're going to be using these pearls, and again, I do have 3 different sizes, small, medium, large. I did the same thing with my thread. I went ahead and doubled up on it, and I just started threading it through. And I started with the small, then I went medium, large, medium, small, medium, large, and just find the pattern that you want to use. And once that's all threaded through, I am going to bring those 2 ends together and tie them up. And I will be using some matte white spray paint. It's like ultra white, the Rust-Oleum one, and it makes it super easy if you have that nozzle. So that's linked down below also. For the tassel on this one, I'm going to be using this poly rope, and this is in the automotive section, and I think it's like 50 feet long or something like that. Bro, this is like probably the worst rope to work with, I feel, because it's kind of firm. I don't know. It's just a pain in the butt to work with because it does not stay down. So I have to like really hold it down or clamp it down. But I'm going to do the same thing. Just tie it to the end, make the same old tassel as you did as I did on the other ones. And I'm also going to be taking my comb and combing the heck out of it. Actually, no, not this one. This one I'm only going to comb it a little bit. It's not going to be too fluffy.
Another day, like the mothers of Brazil find their way. We're all on our own, but you're the most beautiful I've ever known. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the misty light.
This one is pretty similar to the one that I just did prior, but we're going to be using some smaller beads. Alright, so on this one, I'm only going to thread 1 piece of, I forgot the word, it's 11:36. You guys remember I told you I forget words once it gets pretty late at night. I'm only using 1 piece of thread, and I'm just going to use my pony beads on here. So I'm going to make enough or put enough on the thread to make a little loop. Once I get to that loop, I am going to tie those 2 ends together, and then I'll thread both of those pieces of thread into my, I was going to say nail, but it's not nail, it's my needle. And then I'm going to put some more beads onto that single strand. Once it's all done, I am going to spray paint it, and I decided to use this stone textured spray paint, but it didn't come out as good as I thought, so I actually put some more of that matte white paint. You will see a little bit of a texture on it, but not too much. I think you can see it more in person than you can on camera. And I'm going to be using the same poly rope, but I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. However, on this one, when I cut it and fluff it up with my brush or my comb, it is going to be pretty fluffy. And I want it to look a little more delicate, more than not, because the beads are pretty small. So I wanted to not, I didn't want it to like overtake it. Does that make sense?
Oh my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright.
This one. All right, we took those colored beads and I threaded them on 2 pieces of thread once again. I started with 2 beads, 2 medium beads, 1 big bead, 2 medium beads, 2 small, 2 medium, large, you know, etc., etc. You just find your pattern. And then I am taking this classic gray Minwax stain. After I spray painted it with the matte white spray paint, I am going to take a small brush and just kind of brush the stain all over it. I don't know. I have second thoughts about this one, and I don't like that the spray paint didn't catch all the color. So I'm, you know, I don't know. I like it, but I feel like it's, I don't know. I don't know what to say. So for the tassel, I am going to be taking this type of twine. I know there's a specific name for it. I just don't remember what it is. And this one is going to be sort of heavy duty. And I was going to make 2 tassels, but I feel like the yarn is kind of, or the twine is sort of thick. So I ended up just tying the 2 ends together instead and having only the one.
All your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. Did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright. I know you tried so hard.
So I really like this one because it's just really nice and simple. And I used this Rust-Oleum textured paint in black. And I took apart the necklace. There's a little like plastic clip that holds the 2 ends together. I just took that off and I gave it a couple of coats of that paint. And even then I can see a little shine in there. It really frustrates me when I have issues with paint. I don't ever let it dry completely. Sometimes it doesn't cover stuff all the way. It's really frustrating. All right, so I took the center of those 2 beads, or like the 2 strands, and I wrapped it in the white cotton twine from Dollar Tree. And I am just gonna go around and around until it covers like those 2 beads in the middle. And I feel like it just, you know, gives it a nice little look. And I am gonna make 2 tassels on both ends.
I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up, just hold on tight. It'll be alright. Be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. take you there.
Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to take the lighter colored beads from that seat cushion and then also the little wicker balls. What are these made out of? I have no idea. Doubled up on my thread and then I just threaded them through. So I used 3 of the beads. Actually, I started with one of the little wicker balls, did 3 beads, another ball, 3 beads, another ball. You guys know, you find a pattern, you go with it. So I just, once I finished it, I didn't paint anything at all. I loved the colors, how they were together. I am using this twine that's from Walmart, and I don't know how many times it went around my hand, probably like 10 or something, just because it's a little bit thicker. So depending on the type of yarn or string that you use, you know, you got to kind of figure out whether you want it really thick or not. And can you see those cute little hands that are helping me in the background? So my little girl, she was not feeling good at all today. I think she had a little bit of a fever. She has a cold, and she kind of wanted to hang out. So, you know, she's there chilling. And everything that you guys are watching, same old, same old. Actually, on the tassel, I did wrap around a few times on that tassel, so it looks a little bit thicker and more voluptuous.
I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there. If I'm gonna love somebody.
All right, you guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm actually honestly still in the middle of creating the DIYs you're about to watch. I only have 2 done, so I hope I don't forget anything as I say my goodbyes. If you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate those thumbs up. They really help out my channel. Don't forget to leave me your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!
Love somebody.